Alright, in this video we are going to see how to create WordPress theme from scratch. So what do I mean by that? So if you see, this is the website which we are going to create. The main focus is just to learn the main function, the core function of the WordPress, not the CSS. So these menu is dynamic, the post which I have added is dynamic. So just to give you an example, if I add a post, so before that this is dynamic. You can see the post, these are the pages. On index page, on home page, all the posts are available, and these are the subsequent pages. So there are two types of pages in WordPress, the post and the pages. Now you got the difference. Now just to add and show you the dynamic way, now on the index page, this is the index page, we are going to add a post. So let me add, this is going to be the third post, and let me copy paste the same thing, and here we have the excerpt section. And if you see, we have the feature of adding the images as well. We are going to see how to make that feature come up with the help of functions.php. So let me set this and publish this. So before publishing, we need some content as well. So for the content, let me copy paste and give the content and publish this. Once this is published on the home page, you can check the dynamically added post. So this is going to be the third post. You can see the third post is available. If you click, along with the images, you're getting the description. Fine. Likewise, you can add the pages as well. So let me add the page called contact and give some description and publish. And if you notice, the page does not have the feature called excerpt, and one more thing, which is featured post image. Now let me add this contact into the menu and save it, and the menu is also dynamic. If I refresh, you can see the contact is available. Mistakenly we have created two contact pages. Fine, that is not an issue. Now we are going to see how to create this from scratch. So before that, this is going to be the 12th WordPress theme. We have already created 11 WordPress theme from scratch. So in case if you are interested, visit each of the link. I would recommend you to start from 0 and end till the last one. So on each video you will get new things to learn. Fine. Now what are we going to learn in this video? We are going to see, again, to follow along, I'll leave the link of the code which I am writing in the description so that you can follow along with me. Now what are the things which we are going to learn in this video? Now we are going to see how to add on the dashboard. You can see the appearance on the themes. We are going to see how to create our own theme. So this is a theme which I have created. You can see you're among your 12th WordPress theme. We are going to see this, and along with that you can see the description, and the title is also changed. And if I show you the folder of the theme which I have created, it has some pages. So we are going to see each and individual use of the particular page. Now if you see on the WP content themes, and this is our 12th theme, and a footer, function, header, index, page, single.php, and these are the pages which we are going to get detailed information about. And then, as I said, we are going to add the featured functionality of featured image functionality on the post, and we are going to loop all the posts on the index page, on all the index page, and we are going to see how to link the styles in WordPress. So these are the basic requirement to start building your WordPress theme. Now if you see, I have steps that I have followed to create this WordPress theme. So first and foremost thing, make sure you have installed XAMPP, because only when you can able to check what you have created. So this is the virtual server which is available in the form of localhost. Now you need to download the WordPress folder on the official WordPress website. So you will get the latest version. We are using at present the latest version, which is 5.8 of WordPress. I have downloaded it and stored it into the folder called this is the path which we need to use if we use XAMPP on the htdocs. This is the folder where we have used. So the extract the file which need to be extracted is over here. So I have downloaded it and pasted it. So this is the copy of it. Just copy and paste it. Now we need to give the folder a name. So if you remember, you need to remember one thing: what name you are giving to your folder is going to be your path name, which we need to call over here. So if you see, if I access the index page, there is something called 12th theme demo. So on the htdocs you see there is actually a folder called 12th theme. So let me use that itself for this copy. It is getting copied. By the time, let's open our phpMyAdmin. So localhost phpMyAdmin. So this is a place where we need to create our database. So the database name is going to be the same as of our folder name of theme, or the folder name of the WordPress project which we are creating right now. So let's create a new database, and the project name which we are going to create right now is going to be just the 12th theme. Just click on create, and if you notice, our copy is created and it is available. Let me rename it with the 12th theme, and you can see our database is also created. Once the database is created, we need to get into the folder with Visual Studio or whichever your favorite editor is. So let me open that file, set it, just to make sure our video is running properly. Fine, it's working. So by the time it opens, if you notice, the created database is blank. If you click on the, actually we need to create another database. So let's create another database. You can see it somehow merged it, underscore UI monk. So this is going to be the database name. Click on go. So actually we are creating table. We don't have to create table, we have to create the database. So let's get into the new, and this is the table name, sorry, database name, and actually it is over here. At present, if I click here, there is going to be no table. So let me give the credential access to this folder so that we can access that phpMyAdmin using this folder. So how we are going to do that? So if you see, there is a file called wp-config. So let me rename it first and give it name wp-config. So if you click here, it asks for the credential. So here we are going to pass the database name. We have created this database, and by default the username is going to be root, and the password is going to be nothing for XAMPP. So once this is done, let me close all these files, except we will have the index page, so that for reference we'll have it. Pin this. Now we don't need this YouTube. Close this. Now let's access our 12th theme folder by this way. Click enter. Now it will ask for you to install. So it will ask you to run the installation. So I need English. Yes, I need English. And the site title is going to be UI Monks 12th theme, and the username is going to be admin, and the password is going to be admin. Click on confirm. It is weak password, and give your email ID, and discourage this from searching or indexing by the Google, and click on install. So you need to remember the username and password. It is what acts as a credential whenever you need to access to the dashboard. This username and password you need to provide. So once it is installed, you can see installation is done. If I get into the database, previously it was blank. If I click on the database again, the folder automatically imports all the required SQL tables into this particular database. Now we don't have to worry at all. Just close this, and your installation is done. Now you can log in. So if you remember, you have used the username and password as admin and admin. I'm just getting into the dashboard, and just to check for on the themes, we are going to add a theme. So at present we have just 3 themes. So these 3 themes are coming from the folder called, so let me open the folder for you. On the 12th theme, this is our current theme. On the WP content, we have a themes. So we have here we have 3 folders. So these 3 folders are these 3 themes at present. Now let's create our new folder. Create a new folder, and let's call this 12th theme. Now let's open this on our Visual Studio Code. On the WP content, we have themes and we have 12th theme. So inside that there is the first thing what we need is we want to display our image. To display our image, we need something called image, which is in PNG format. So I have already used this. You can see it's already in the PNG format, and its name should be screenshot. So on the 12th theme, we need to just have this. So screenshot.png. So screenshot name in PNG format will show the images over here. You can see these are the 3 images. And now once the screenshot is there, let's create a new file and call it as index.php. It is also mandatory file. And the third file which we need is the style.css. Let me click on the folder first and create a new file and call it as style.css. And this is because you want your details like this, the theme name, the author, and the link for the theme and the description to be available. You have to create style.css. So for the data to appear, what we need to do is let's type WordPress style.css. So actually we need to pass some comments on this page. So these are the comments which is needed, and let's give this my name, Vishal Varghese. The theme name is going to be Vishal Varghese and the author is going to be UI Monk. And you can have any description just to have some different name. Now if I refresh, the 3 file is ready, screenshot and index and style.css. So these 3 file itself is enough to show your theme at this particular page. Now if you click on theme, you can see the theme name, the author, and the description. We have added any description and that is available. Let's just activate it. Since our index file is empty, if I get into the index file, like the dashboard, sorry, the main page, it is going to show the empty page. So let me type my name and click refresh. Now you can see the data. Fine. Now what we need to create an HTML. Let's call the HTML, and we want the title to be dynamic. To have the title to be dynamic, what we need to do is we need to call a PHP function, PHP blog info, and we need to pass title. Refresh this. Sorry, this is the actual page. Refresh this and you should see the critical error. It is because blog info is the function, not. Now you can see UI Monk's 12th theme, which you can modify it over here on the general setting. So this is the first. Let me just make this UI Monk's WP theme for now, and the tagline created by just let's stick with our YouTube channel name. Click on save. Now if you refresh, and the title will be WP theme, and this is a place where we can change the title and description. Now let's include the style sheet, a link tag rel equal to style sheet, and href is going to be the same function we need to pass. And here instead of title it is going to be style sheet underscore URL. Just refresh it. Now let me give the background for the body, background color red. Just refresh it. It is not available. Let me check. Control U and click on the href, and it is available. Let's just refresh it and hard refresh it, which with the help of Control Shift and R is available. Now what we are not going to waste our time on styling the elements. I'm just going to paste what are the things I have already used it on this particular thing, on this particular website. So let me just copy paste it. Fine, that is done. Now the next thing, so these are the flow which we will be going, but let's add the description as well. You can add the description. So let's get into let's create a header. And here let's have our h1 and call and have that same title. And inside the paragraph, let's have the description, description. Now if I refresh it, you got your title and you got your description. Now we want to loop so to have the loop, so before the loop, let's add the required functions. So if you notice this tab, the bar is over here. To add this bar, what you have to do is you have to call php wp underscore head function, and on the bottom we need to have footer as well. And let's create a footer. It's also, so header is done. Let's create a footer. Here ampersand, copy. Here we will add a date. Refresh this. So here our header and footer is ready. Now in between we need our content. So to check whether there is a post is there or not, at present if I show you on the post, on all posts, there are only one post at present available. So let me show you that. So create a PHP if have underscore posts. If there is any post, PHP else part, and close the end if. Yes, I have post. On the else part, no post. At present you have noticed there is one post, so you should get there is some error. Yes, there is post. Let us have this inside a container. Now if I delete the post, if you see, if I delete this, select the post, delete this, you should get no post, and that's cool, that's working. Now let's create some post. This post and the lorem ipsum, let's find this. So just we are going to fill the excerpt. Now at present if you notice there is no featured image in this section, FEATURED. If I search for featured, you can see on this right tab there is no featured image. If I search excerpt is available but featured image is not available. So by the end you will see how to add the featured image. So for now the post name and the excerpt is enough. So likewise let me create 2 more posts, and let me add the content as well. So So this is how you add content. So if you notice, there are two concepts here. The first one is excerpt and the second one is content. So this is content, and whatever we filled on the right side, it was called excerpt. So I have created 3 posts. So if I refresh, you should see post is available, and to loop through the post, what we have to do is we have to use the while loop. Let's use the while loop over here. Instead of if, while have post, then the post. So these are the key functions we cannot change. It comes with the WordPress, so that's the reason I'm just typing it. And end while, and for now just show the title for the post, PHP the underscore title. So if I refresh, there is critical error on line number 23. We don't need this. Now 1, 2 and 3 is available. Likewise, let us add the description as well. So let me use the HTML. Now let me remove the title and paste our custom HTML. So here, if you see, we have our title, we have the author, we have the time, we have the excerpt, and we have the permalink. So just notice these functions. So this is the title, this is the author, this is the date, and this is the excerpt. And if you see, this is a link. This link is because of this permalink. If I remove the permalink, if I remove the anchor tag, if I click on this, it will pass me to the post page. So that is because of this permalink we are getting. Fine. Once this is done, let us do one thing. Let's give this time function to our footer and end this. We just need the year. Refresh this and you got it. Now let's split this, Control S, and call it as header.php. Control N, save as footer.php. So whatever is there on header, and now menu will come on the header, don't forget that. For now, let's just paste this, and for the footer, let's just paste this. Now we need to include this. So to include, PHP get underscore footer, and over here let's get to the top, and it is going to be get header, and there is no change because it will properly include it. So if I remove the footer, then only you can see the difference. The footer will not be available, and the top bar is also gone because WP footer we have added on the footer. Cool. Now what comes next? So let's design the single.php. So if you see, this is the single.php. Let's create a new file and call it as single.php. So over here, single.php, just copy paste the same thing, except here the while loop is not going to be there because there is only one post which we will get it. So instead of excerpt, we need content. Cool. And we don't need the permalink for this particular page since it is the post. Now that's ready. Likewise, this is third post and this is first post. Now let's see how to add the featured image. To add the featured image, you need to create a functions.php file. So you register the image, sorry, featured image on the functions.php. How are we going to do it? So there is two functions, which is add function and add filter. Add function is used to create our custom function. Add filter is used to create, or it is not used to create, it is used to modify the existing function. So let's create add function here. So if you see, we have created the add function, and the add function calls the custom function which we have created. So the add function calls this function, and this is the hook. After theme setup is the hook. Hook is simply WordPress has a specific function. After particular set of lines, a particular function gets run. So that means if WordPress has 50 lines, in between 15 lines there are some 10 lines with the WordPress custom function. So that custom function is called hook. So in between the 100 lines there are some 10 lines of custom function, as I said. So one of them is the this after setup theme function. So this is a hook. So what it does is, whenever this function runs our custom function as well. So I believe this is the clear information of what is hook in WordPress. So in case if you're not familiar, just rewind it and learn. So once this is done, once you set this up, you can see, if let me edit the post and show you. Let me edit this post and open post in a dashboard. Now you can see the featured images available. Previously, as I have used the control and showed you, we could not find it, but now we can find it. Let me add a featured image. Let us select these three for now. I just need one. So let's set this for the first post, and if I refresh on the other, the featured image is also, the featured image will be available. The featured image, it is available. So let me pick this, update. Let's choose the orange one. So update this. So each of them have post image. Now to display the post image, we have to write a set of lines. Since this is single.php, on the home page it was all post. On the single.php, this permalink will give all the values from the single.php. So let's edit the single.php. So just below the author, I need the image. So let me add the image. So on the single.php, just below the name, let me call this function has, if there is post image, then display the post thumbnail. So this is a function which is responsible for displaying our post. So just to have more control on the image, I'm just surrounding this with the post thumbnail function. So if you see on the post thumbnail, I have inside the post thumbnail, it is going to give the image, and I have given the custom style to it, the height of 400 pixel. Let me save this and get into the single.php and show you the image. So this is the image which we have added, and it is available right now. So for the first image, it is available. For the second post, it is available. For the third post, it is available. So it is because of this particular function, the post thumbnail, we are getting this image. Now enough with that. Now what we need, let's add the navigation bar. So just like the featured section, just like the featured function which we have added on the functions.php, we need to register our navigation. So let's register our navigation. So this, we are going to register our navigation, and remember this primary, just remember this primary text. I'll show you. Once the menu is registered, we want to get the place, we want to display this on the header. So let's select the header. I'm going to create a navigation bar, and this is a container. This is just to have some space on left and right, and we are going to have an argument. We are going to pass an argument which is theme location, and it is going to be primary. Just pass this to the custom function wp nav menus. So I have styled the navigation on the style.css. It's a normal CSS. It is going to give you the, let me comment this before. Since we have added on the header, it will be applicable to all the files. So at present, what happens is we have only one page. So let me add some pages. Let me create some pages. Let's about, and let me copy the content for the about page and paste, saves, and then services, paste this. Once the two is ready, we need to set the image. To set the image, get into the menu section and let's create our custom menu. So click on create menu. So as I said, the primary text is available here, display location. Just click on primary. So this text is coming from here. If I make this primary UIMonk menu and refresh this, okay, this is coming somewhere from, actually I'm modifying it in a different file. Let us get into the functions.php and check again. So you got it. Just click on save menu. So this primary menu is linked with the header file. Let me show you the header as well. So you can, you're passing this. Yes, I need this theme to be, this menu to be primary, and we have ticked this as a primary. Now if we get into the actual page, so actually this single.php, we can see the menu over here. What we are getting with the help of WP name menu, it is just giving you the list of ULs and LI. Inside UL we have LI, inside LI we have anchor tag. So I have just styled this with CSS, and there you go. So if I get into the about page, since we have not created page.php, it is just giving you what is there on single.php. So if I click on service.php, so this template, you can see this template is coming from the index.php, index.php, or either it is coming from single.php. Let me check the single.php. Since the single.php does not have the anchor link, so this is come from index.php. Fine. Now let's copy the same thing and Control N, paste it and call it as page.php. Now if I refresh, you're getting something like these are the pages. We don't need the author and the time for here. So now the page is also ready. So most of the thing we have covered it. I think the scope of this video is done. Let me check whether we have missed something or not. Yes, we have completed everything. So we can add pages, and that will be available on the menu. We can add post, that will be available on the home page, and that's it. Thank you so much for listening.